Hi guys, so I just filmed this Egyptian smoky, sultry cut crease caddy a little bit. Yeah, I actually really love this look. I'm so not the type of person to be doing as many cut creases as I have been lately. I used to actually really hate them and did not like the way they looked on myself or really anybody else, but now I really love them. I think I was just scared of doing them because it was a completely different technique than what I was used to doing. But yeah, now that I've like done it, I love it. And I'm gonna keep doing it forever probably. This is probably gonna be my go-to thing. But yeah, if you guys want to learn how I got this look and what lashes and lips and things like that, then don't go anywhere. Keep watching. I will see you guys right now. Hi guys, so I already have one eye done as per usual, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. I've already primed my eyes. I don't usually prime them at all with anything, but the only thing I've done is I stuck some foundation over them and set it down with some translucent powder so that the eyeshadows will glide on a lot easier. So to start this off, I'm gonna use my Morphe 350 matte palette, so 350M. And to start off, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is very light. I'm only sticking this down for a transition just so that there's something for us to blend into. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M433 tapered brush, and we're just going to pick up a little tiny bit and just kind of stick this down here in our crease. This brush is a little bit, it's tapered, but it's a little bit fuller, so it's going to cover a lot more surface area. So we're just gonna go ahead and kind of start to build our flick. And so you can see that I brought this out pretty far, a lot further than you typically would, or I typically would at least. Just because this is a very like Egyptian, smoky, sultry look, and I really want to make it look like our eyes are wide. And all right, so we've got that down. Next I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E36, which is this little tiny pencil precision defining, whatever you want to call it, brush. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. Right here. I'm gonna pick up a little bit on this little detail brush and start to cut out the cut crease. So for this cut crease, typically I would open my eye and I would just trace along the actual crease, but I'm gonna make a fake crease in my lid just to make it look like I have bigger eyelids. So for that, I'm just gonna take it a little bit higher than I naturally would. And I'm just gonna start building up color. And I like using a little tiny, I don't know even what to call this, as opposed to an angled brush, just because with this, instead of this, I can kind of flick up the color just to kind of blend it out as we're working along, so. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with my angled brush and I'm going to take probably one of my favorite colors. I don't know, I just really love this color. It's that chestnut color. I've described it in some of my other videos as like an Ugg boot brown, which is pretty accurate. Anyway, so I'm gonna take that on my M165 angled brush and we're gonna stick this right in the same spot that we just stuck the second color. A little bit higher than we typically would. And go ahead and pull it out. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my E36, no extra product, and just kind of blend out these edges a little bit. And you can see basically what I'm doing to blend this out is I'm sticking it where I want to start blending and just kind of pulling it up. All right, so now I'm gonna take the same brush, E36, and the same Ugg boot suede chestnut color, and I'm just gonna start to build this up a little bit more because I really do want it to be, I want this color to be the darkest, and then we're gonna stick at the very end a little bit darker of a color down just to really define it, but I mostly want the focus to be on this shade right there. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take my M169 pencil brush, and there's nothing on this, and I'm just going to kind of hold it at an angle and just smooth all of this out up here. All right, and then you can even go back in with your initial transition shade, which was that very pale, I don't even know, that very pale color, and tap off all of the excess and just kind of run over top of things just to help it transition smoothly with your transition shade. And then clean off your brush. And just kind of pull all of that color up. Now that we've got the basic shape down, I'm gonna go ahead and take my M224 concealer brush and my NYX eyeshadow base. This is just the nude one. And I'm going to pack on some of that, and I'm just going to clean up all of this. All right, so now that we've got that all cleaned up, I'm gonna go in pretty quickly with my Morphe M333 brush, and I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is like a very, on camera it comes off like a creamy color, but it's a creamy pinky shade. And I'm gonna go ahead and set all of that eyeshadow base with this color. All right. So next I'm gonna take my M165 again, which is the angled brush, and I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is like a charcoal brown gray color, and I'm going to really pack on the color on this brush and just barely tap it off. And I'm going to start lining like you would with a liner, your top lid. And I'm gonna wing it out and connect it. So now we've got this liner going. I'm gonna take this SKONE smudge brush. I got this in my Ipsy bag a while ago. And I'm gonna take the darkest shade in this palette, which is this one right here, and we're going to really cut out the cut crease. We're gonna really cut out the crease. Cut out the, oh my God, okay. So basically, I'm just going to very lightly start to line just barely where that kind of pinky color meets the Ugg boot shade. Okay. So it's just a little bit darker right there. All right, and then we're gonna go back in with our E36 definition brush, detail brush. So I'm gonna take my Maybelline Master Precise Eye Studio felt tip liner. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start right here at the inner corner and pull straight out. So you can see I'm starting to get a line, and then I'm just gonna line as close to my lash line as I possibly can. And then once we get out here, we're just gonna kind of start to flick all of this out. So it looks like this dark black is blending out and smoking out into this gray shadow. And then kind of drag that out a little bit and darken it up. All right, so now all we have to do is I'm going to line my top waterline. So I'm gonna tight line only all the way to the inner corner. And then a little bit on the inside lash line, waterline. And then about a third of the way on my outer corner. All right, so we're basically leaving a little bit blank on the middle. And for that, I used Colourpop Swerve Black Stick Liner. All right, so we're gonna go back into the Morphe 350M palette, and I'm gonna take my Morphe 169 pencil brush again, and the very first shade that we put in our crease for the transition, and I'm just gonna kind of work that down here. Again, for a little bit of a transition. All right, and then I'm gonna take whatever is left on this brush right here from adding this to our crease, this deep dark brown. And I'm just gonna connect all of this, okay? And then I'm gonna go to my E36, and I'm gonna take this same charcoal brown, gray, and I'm gonna smoke it out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and whip out a brand new pair of my all-time favorite lashes. These are the KoKo lashes in the style SOHO. They're so long and so perfect and so beautiful. I love them. Everything about them. I'm gonna go ahead and stick some Duo lash glue on here and lay them down, and we'll move on to mascara like I always do. All right, so for mascara, I'm gonna use my ITcosmetics Hello Lashes. So I'm gonna stick them on the same way I always do, middle first. And then over to one side. And then go ahead and secure them on. All right, so this probably could have sat for a little bit longer, so I don't really want to fidget with them too much. I just want to make sure that they're setting where they need to be setting and then let them dry right there. So I'm gonna move on to lips and we will be completely done with this whole look. On my cheeks I'm wearing Teasecake, which is that really pretty duochrome highlight by Colourpop. It's like a goldy pinky color. Yeah, we're gonna do Midi. All right, so this is Midi by Colourpop, and I'm just gonna go ahead and overline my lips top and bottom as usual, and then we will be good to go. All right, and that is the finished look. This is a lot lighter than I thought it would be, but it's too late to turn back. So yeah, this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys like it because I really do. I feel very sultry. Anyway, so if you guys like this tutorial, don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Ta-ta. Bye, guys.